Hello and welcome to TV Sapienza News. On the news is Oluchi Ojoba Midele. Anambra State Governor Professor Chukwuma Soludo has praised pharmacists for assisting other health professionals in keeping the society healthy, saying that there is need for synergy in maintaining the health ecosystem. Declaring the event open with the theme Technology, Integration and Personalized Care, the future of community pharmacy practice, Governor Soludo urged pharmacists to do more in self-policing, regulation and censorship, lamenting that fake and adulterated pharmaceutical products have flooded various markets, leading to all manner of health problems, such as kidney diseases. He stressed that the theme of the conference aligns with what is happening in the state, especially in using technology to serve the people better. In his remark, the national president of the Association of Community Pharmacists of Nigeria, Ambrose Igwekamma, noted that the theme of the conference was carefully chosen to have a maximal impact on members' practices in this digital age, and tasked pharmacists present on active participation. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has tasked governors elected on the platform of the All Progressives Congress APC to double their efforts in delivering more development at the grassroots, cautioning that many Nigerians remain dissatisfied with the pace of governance and the benefits of democracy. Saying this at the 14th National Executive Committee meeting of the APC held at the banquet hall of the Presidential Villa in Abuja, President Tinubu urged party leaders and elected officials to strengthen grassroots party leadership, calling on them to reconnect with citizens and intensify efforts to improve their welfare. Acknowledging the widespread votes of confidence passed on him by party stakeholders across the zones, the president emphasized that the strength and future of the APC lie in its performance at the grassroots, where citizens engage directly with government policies and service delivery. He assured Nigerians that the economy is now stable, emphasizing that there is no longer cause for fear. President Tinubu further announced the construction of a new national secretariat for the All Progressives Congress Party in Abuja, tasking the committee to find an appropriate and befitting site for the secretariat. The immediate past Executive Secretary of the National Agricultural Land Development Authority, NALDA, Paul Ikone, has faulted Governor Alex Otti of Abia State over the governor's stance on the creation of an additional state for the Southeast. The statement issued in Abuja by his media aide, Chiagoziem Enoch, on Thursday, accused Otti of failing to rise to the occasion during the Southeast Zonal hearing of the 1999 Constitution Review, which was held in Owerri, Imo State on July 19. The former NALDA boss, however, commended Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma for a principled and courageous stand in support of the long-standing agitation for another state in the region. According to him, while Governor Uzodinma spoke passionately in support of the agitation, Otti downplayed the clamor, insisting Nigeria did not need more states due to issues of economic viability. He warned that continued marginalization of the Southeast in Nigeria's geopolitical structure is fueling separatist sentiments and should be urgently addressed. Nigeria's Minister for Health, Professor Muhammad Pate, on Thursday decried the alarming cancer burden in the country, stating that cancer accounts for 127,000 cases annually, with about 80,000 deaths each year. The minister stated this while commissioning a cancer center at the Federal Teaching Hospital, Katsina. According to him, non-communicable diseases like cancer are among the fastest growing components of Nigerians' disease burden, and as a result, the country is expected to see a rise in cancer cases. He expressed confidence that future generations of Nigeria will come to appreciate President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for his efforts in the health sector. In his welcome address, the Chief Medical Director of the Federal Teaching Hospital, Katsina, Dr. Suleiman Bello, announced that the state-of-the-art cancer center was remodeled and equipped by the Nigerian Sovereign Investment Authority under the Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare Oncology Initiative. He disclosed that the center has a 20-bedded chemotherapy suite with private suites for VIPs, and it equally has a pharmacy compounding room for preparation of chemotherapeutic drugs for patients by pharmacists. The new chairman of the All Progressives Congress APC, Netanwe Yewada, on Thursday downplayed the relevance and strength of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), the Labour Party, and the African Democratic Congress (ADC). Saying this on Channels Television's Politics Today program shortly after he emerged as the ruling party's chairman on Thursday in Abuja, the new APC chair boasted that his party would win the next presidential elections. He said the APC has no fears about the opposition parties, citing that they all failed in post-2023 off-season governorship polls in Edo, Ondo, Kogi, and Imo states, while the APC won the 4 governorship elections. Yewada assured that he would invest in legwork to bring more governors from the People's Democratic Party (PDP) and other opposition parties to join the APC. A new policy document on non-state schools launched by the Federal Ministry of Education last week has pegged the entry age for pupils seeking admission into junior secondary schools after completing 6 years of primary education at 12. Speaking on the age of enrollment, the Federal Ministry of Education said nursery education shall be of 3 years duration. On the age of enrollment for junior secondary schools, the policy clearly stated that basic education shall be of 9 years duration. There shall be a 6-year primary and a 3-year junior secondary school, noting that children shall be admitted into primary 1 when they attain the age of 6 years. The Federal Road Safety Corps (FRSC) has attributed the deaths of nearly 3,000 people in road traffic crashes across Nigeria in the first half of this year to poor road condition, reckless driving, and vehicle faults. Speaking at a media briefing during the 2025 half-year strategy session in Abuja yesterday, the Corps Marshal Shehu Mohammed revealed that over 5,000 crashes were recorded nationwide between January and June, involving more than 39,000 individuals, with 2,838 lives lost and 17,818 rescued. Mohammed also disclosed measures being taken to enforce road traffic compliance among motorists, noting that in the period, the Road Safety Corps operatives arrested 290,887 traffic offenders for committing offences. Speaking on the development, the spokesman for the Corps, Olusegun Ogungbemide, disclosed that bad roads and faulty vehicles contributed to the staggering numbers. He, however, added that indiscipline and reckless driving by some motorists also resulted in fatalities. Ogungbemide, however, stressed efforts by the Corps, supervised by the Corps Marshals, to curb the number of fatalities, including the training and retraining of FRSC personnel to boost their capacity and effectiveness on the road. He said the agency also introduced a mobile application designed to empower commuters with real-time road navigation support and safety alerts. Nigeria's Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun, has reaffirmed the federal government's commitment to institutional performance and staff welfare. These are more news to come after the break. Stay with us. The rest of the news. The Coordinating Minister of Finance and Minister of Economy, Wale Edun, has reaffirmed the federal government's commitment to institutional performance and staff welfare, commissioning a fleet of compressed natural gas buses and announcing the reintroduction of essential provisions for the staff. Speaking at a special staff engagement forum in Abuja, Edun emphasized that the ministry's internal strength is vital to delivering Nigeria's broader economic reform agenda, noting that the ministry is the engine room for national transformation and that engine must be well fueled. He said the newly commissioned CNG buses received under the Presidential Initiative on CNG reflect a dual-purpose commitment, easing staff mobility while accelerating Nigeria's transition to cleaner, cost-efficient energy solutions. The minister also announced the revival of monthly welfare provision to staff, a practical gesture aimed at fostering morale and stability as the ministry leads the charge on macroeconomic reform, treasury digitalization, and enhanced service delivery. On the foreign news today, Rwanda's President Paul Kagame has sacked Prime Minister Edward Ngirente. Ngirente was promptly replaced as Kagame appointed Deputy Governor of the National Bank of Rwanda, Justin Nsengiyumva, a new Prime Minister. in a statement published on social media platform X in response to an earlier publication by Rwandan government communications announcing his appointment, Nsengiyumva pledged to serve Rwanda with humility and dedication. His predecessor has been in office since July 2017 and was the country's 11th prime minister since its independence. According to Rwanda's constitution, the appointment of a new prime minister paves the way for the formation of a new cabinet within 15 days. Meanwhile, no reason for the new appointment has been given by the presidency. Still on the foreign news, the UK Foreign Office has advised against all but essential travel to parts of Cambodia and Thailand following the deadliest border conflict between the two nations in 13 years. Tensions erupted into violence Thursday when Thailand launched an F-16 airstrike in response to artillery fire from Cambodian forces. In the latest launching, at least 11 civilians were killed in the exchange, which marked a sharp escalation in a long-standing territorial dispute. Both sides blamed each other for initiating the clashes, which began with small arms fire and quickly escalated into heavy shellings across 6 different areas, spanning 209 kilometers of the disputed frontier, a region contested for over a century. On sports, President Bola Tinubu has approved the full payment of allowances and match bonuses for the Super Falcons ahead of the final match against Morocco in the 2025 Women's African Cup of Nations WAFCON. The announcement was made on Thursday by the chairman of the National Sports Commission, Shehu Diko, who confirmed that all entitlements up to and including the final on July 26 has been disbursed for immediate payments to players, coaches and officials. Diko described the gesture as policy in motion and a demonstration of a renewed commitment to Nigerian athletes under President Tinubu's leadership. He assured that this will now be the standard practice going forward, timely payments without drama or delays. The move also extends to the Tigres Nigerian women's basketball team, who are set to begin their 2025 FIBA Women Afro-Basket campaign in Côte d'Ivoire. They will also receive improved allowances and bonuses. The 2025 WTT contender Lagos main draw kicked off on Thursday as top seeds chase ranking points and the tournament's top prize. The 5-day tournament is underway at Molade Okoye at Thomas Hall of the Teslim Balogun Stadium in Lagos. International stars are targeting the title. Also, the absence of Nigerian legend Quadri Aruna gives local talents a better chance to shine on home ground. Players like Olajido Motayo, Matthew Kuti, Abdul Basit, Abdul Fatai, and Taiwo Mati are poised to make a strong impression on the international stage. Tunisian Wassim Acid and Cameroon's Lane Batix are also in contention, aiming for a breakthrough in the second WTT contender event hosted in Africa. To end the news, here are the major news headlines. Anambra State Governor Professor Chukwuma Soludo has praised pharmacists for assisting other health professionals in keeping the society healthy, saying that there is need for synergy in maintaining the health ecosystem. The UK Foreign Office has advised against all but essential travel to parts of Cambodia and Thailand following the deadliest border conflict between the two nations in 13 years. And President Bola Tinubu has approved the full payment of allowances and match bonuses for the Super Falcons ahead of the final match against Morocco in 2025 WAFCON. That was the TV Sapienza News at 1. On behalf of the technical and editorial crew, I am Oluchi Ojoba Mideli. Thank you for choosing TV Sapienza. Do have a beautiful afternoon.